Hey guys, Crazy Joe Davola here. Just going to give you some thoughts on the Kaboom class, as I like to call it, the grenade launcher and RPG class. A lot of people say this is a very cheap class and it doesn't take a lot of skill to run it. And yeah, I'm going to pretty much go ahead and agree with that. I am going to say that this class can be cheaper on certain modes. If you're sitting playing like HQ, Demolition, Sabotage, and you're kind of just sitting around and spamming these grenade launcher and RPGs on bomb sites, headquarters, not a lot of skill to do that. Fun, yes, I will agree, but not a lot of skill. So if you are going to run this class, and you're maybe going to try to take it seriously, if you're going to run it all the time, try to run it on like deathmatch. Takes a little bit more skill. Definitely will refine you at a style that most people say is just dumb, doesn't take skill, and anyone can do it. I'm not going to disagree right there. But I will say that if you are getting frustrated with the way you're playing, maybe there's just some guys that seem to have your number all day, and you just can't seem to get anything going, and you just kind of want to pull your hair out over the game. This is a great way to kind of just vent your frustrations, and kind of get all that stuff that's been bugging you out. There's snipers, other noob tubers, always feels great to just launch a rocket right down in front of them and get even with them. So even if it's a cheap way, even if it doesn't take skill, there is a function for it. It is great to, mentally get you kind of back in the game and get some kills back under your belt and know that you're kind of doing to other people what they've been doing to you. So it kind of gets you back in there. Then maybe after a round or two like this, you can get back to your normal gameplay, start doing what you've been trying to do. So yeah, that's my comments on this class. I do run it. I have a lot of fun running it. I really don't mind when other people run it. If I'm in a lobby with a guy for maybe an hour and a half, and the whole time he's been running that class, yeah, I'll start to get a little irked at that, but whatever. It happens. It's all part of the game, But basically, when I run this class, I run it with a pretty powerful assault because I run danger close. So that's going to take up my perk 2. And as you can see, danger close probably just got me that double kill right there. Now, a lot of the times, you'll maybe kill a guy or just jelly a guy up, with your rocket or your noob tube. And danger close actually helps you get that kill, So I try to run like a pretty powerful assault rifle, one that I don't need to run stopping power with. And then I'll put danger close on. As you've already seen, scavenger. Definitely for me a mandatory on this one because you can replenish your ammo basically at will, and as opposed to the one-man army way to replenish it as to just keep switching back to your same class to replenish your grenade launcher ammo, you don't get to carry a secondary, and that's the RPG, and that's pretty much the funnest thing about this class. So that's why I think Scavenger is probably the better way to go if you're going to run this class. The third perk is really definitely up to you. I just so happen to be working on my sit rep challenges during this filming, so that's why I have sit rep pro on. But I will say that if you, although no one was using explosives, claymores, C4s, pack inserts as much in this round, I will say if you are running it with your RPG class, you can look for those glowing ordinances in buildings and whatnot. And, 4 times out of 5 there's going to be a sniper in and around them as well. So you can actually just kind of fire the rocket into the building towards that glowing claymore, and you can actually get a lot of you'll get claymore shots towards your challenge. And you'll also, sometimes get those counter claymores, kills with the destruction of a claymore, good stuff like that. So it's actually not a terrible class to run with this, or perk to run with this. And then also you have the louder footsteps once you get to a which really nice. I actually really like that aspect of sit rep. Kind of a underutilized and underrated perk, to be quite honest. I mean, so that's it with the strategy. You're basically sticking on the perimeter and taking those cheap pot shots inwards towards the middle of the map. You don't really need to take time to see, actually get visual contact with the guy. Just kind of fire shots over where you think they're at, you know. And the way you figure that out is just by looking at your green arrows, obviously looking at your UAV, you know. Definitely not the most tactical way to run a match, you know. Definitely not the most tactical way, but nonetheless fun, as I've said before. Another key to this, kind of try to be fluid on switching throughout the weapon. You don't want to get locked into just trying to RPG, just trying to grenade launch. You know, have a nice fluid motion throughout your bullet, your grenade launcher, and your RPG. That's kind of the key. And that'll kind of allow you to have the most fun at this game and that class. See, I didn't do super special, you guys. I just kind of ran around and had fun, and that's the point of this game, right, guys? Hope you liked it, and we'll be putting some more up later. Thanks, guys.